last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
For another Seahawks.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Logan. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
Darius on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Garoppolo.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And 9 yards to go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Dorsett's got it. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across Here's the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
45-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
An adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Jaron Reed on the
good tackle there by Jaron Reed, the former 2nd-round pick out of Alabama. And that's why he was drafted, but he's really shown an excellent ability to rush the passer as well.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
49er ball carrier. He was taken down by K.J. Wright. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
Deebo Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now. It's Logan, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's 2nd and inches at the Niners' 40-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Logan. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, it's Logan, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, 49ers 7. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They hand it off to Mostert. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the